All right, and I am live. Good morning, everybody. It is looks like going on 5 a.m. in Phoenix. It's 4:53. Today is Saturday, and it is September the 12th. And I am on my morning ride. How's everybody this morning? You know what? I woke up early this morning, and I said to myself, I probably need a vacation. Oh, yes, yes. It's about that time. I'm getting a little burnt out here. But on the morning ride, and I have a few things on my mind. I don't really have a topic of discussion today, so I'm just rambling my random thoughts. But you know what? I saw something interesting last night before I went to sleep. Something came up in my YouTube mentions. It was Jason Black, I do believe. What's up, uppity? You're up early, girl. Yeah, so I was on the business. That's the name of his channel. So he has his channel, I guess the regular Black Authority or TBA channel where he does like business and political stuff. And then he has this other channel called The Business where he talks about relationships and he, gives a little game or whatever. So I was listening to The Business last night, and Jason Black was talking about Kevin Samuels. And that, the thing that made me click on it, because I thought it was a Kevin Samuels video, because there was a thumbnail of Kevin Samuels, like, in it. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is Kevin Samuels stuff. And I clicked on it, and I was really surprised to hear Jason Black. So, Jason was breaking down some of Kevin Samuels' talking points about high value men and all that type of stuff. And I knew I had heard a lot of the rhetoric before. But like I said, I just felt like, it was something that, was a known thing all around YouTube that, that men talked about, men of means, high value, et cetera, et cetera. But I did forget where it originated, and it did originate with a lot of Jason Black's content. So going back and just my recollection of different things that Jason Black said, I was like, wow, Kevin Samuels does use a lot of his talking points. Uh, a lot of Jason Black's talking points. So it was interesting. Like I don't really care for either of the two, to be honest with you. I have no dog in this fight, but being an observer, you know, on YouTube like everybody else, you observe some things. You observe. And just even the way that Kevin Samuels handles his female callers is so reminiscent of early Jason Black material. It's very reminiscent of all of that. So, I put two and two together, and I think it was Miss J, because I actually posted Jason Black's video on my community tab, and I think Miss J came in and commented. She made the comment that Jason Black was jealous, and I think that that is definitely the case, because even though when I was listening to his broadcast last night, he did sound a little salty, even though he tried to, make it seem as if he wasn't, hating. It sounded a little bit like he was a little salty. Kevin Samuels, even though he might have gotten a lot of his material from Jason Black, Kevin Samuels made it hot. I'm not even gonna, fake the funk on that. Kevin Samuels has one of the hottest YouTube channels on YouTube, and he is making the term high value popular. Something that Jason Black obviously couldn't do on the scale that Kevin Samuels is doing. But it's neither here or there with both of these guys. Like I said, I don't particularly care for either one of them. I think they're both a little overinflated. What's up, Third Ward? Let's see here. What is he saying? Oh, you're over here speaking Spanish now, huh? Yeah, Third Ward is my YouTube husband. That's my guy, y'all. Even though he be cheating on me from time to time. But you know, we got a little arrangement. It's an arrangement, it's an entanglement. So yeah, I was looking at that last night, and this morning I get on YouTube as I'm getting in the truck, and Kevin Samuels has done his little spiel on the situation, somewhat of an answer to Jason Black. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I wonder if they're going to continue going back and forth with one another because you know they both have similar dispositions. Is quite interesting, even though I do think that Jason Black is a little bit more cerebral than Kevin Samuels. I will give Jason Black that. However, to Kevin Samuels' credit, at least we know that he is a black man, and I can appreciate that. I don't know what the hell Jason Black is. I've never laid eyes on him. So I can always appreciate those content creators that do actually show their face, even though I don't typically agree with their message. But anywho, I'm just rolling down this here lonely highway. Let me see what you guys are talking about here. Oh my God, if you guys don't stop talking Spanish to each other, this is an English speaking channel. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I had one of my subscribers commented on one of my videos, I think earlier this morning or late last night. It was a video where I was talking about, I was asking the question and talking about whether or not Black women should have babies getting closer to menopause. And she pointed out some things to me. And I don't get offended, by the way, when my viewers point some things out. But I was talking about childbearing age. And I was going by the CDC because according to the CDC, when they look at women of childbearing age, they cut us off at, you know, approximately 51 years of age. And they have like the younger childbearing age between 15 and 25. And so that's what I was looking at as being the age that a woman is most fertile. But upon further research, and I have to shout this person out. I wish I could remember the name of the person, but my memory is kind of short. I don't remember people's names, especially if I don't interact with you all the time. But if you can go on into the comment section, this person commented a few times. But after doing the research and looking up some, how can I say, articles written by doctors and physicians on the matter, it does say that a woman's fertility is from age 15 all the way up to 51. Okay, so we can get pregnant all the way through menopause, which, you know, is something that I knew, but I thought that there was a certain age where you're more fertile. Now, the article did say that as you age, and this is something that I pointed out in my video, as you age, your fertility rate does decline. So that was, you know, something that I did get right. Your fertility does decline whether you're a man or a woman with age. However, the age of fertility, the age that you're most fertile, I got that wrong. It's not 15 to 25. Actually, according to the article that I read, the age of fertility where a woman is most fertile is actually in her late 20s to early 30s. So that's kind of interesting. So, you know, all of this whole, you know, women hurry up and get married, hurry up and have children thing when you're like young, like 21, 22. which is another Kevin Samuels rhetoric. That really doesn't make any sense, because according to the article that I read, a woman's best age to have children is actually in her late 20s. The danger zone, late 20s to early 30s. So I stand corrected, and I'm actually happy to be corrected in this instance, because it points out how ridiculous this whole danger zone rhetoric that Kevin Samuels like to put out is. So I just wanted to go ahead and correct myself on that previous video that I did. And like I said, I don't mind being corrected at all. Not at all. Good morning, Joe. So I'm just sitting up here, doing my morning ride and doing a few little recollections of certain videos that I've done, responding to my viewers. It's like I said, I do pay attention to my comments. I appreciate everybody that comes in and participates. And like I said, if you have a correction, or even if you have a video suggestion, or you have a suggestion for a topic, I'm open to it. I always leave my information. You can email me at the Faith Jones channel at gmail.com. I do answer my emails. And, like I said, I do not mind at all if someone has something that they want to bring to my attention. Definitely, I will go and hop online, do my video, and I will address it. But yeah, danger zone is a ridiculous concept, and I've always felt that it was like rushing a woman to say that she has to get married at such a young age, because, well, like I said, you go right from answering to your mom and your dad to answering to a husband, and then answering to your children. You have no time for yourself to learn yourself as an individual. And I think that's a mistake for any young person, whether it be male or female. It's a mistake. So, like I said, according to experts, doctors, experts, and what have you, a woman's age of fertility is the late 20s, early 30s. So why not, hold off a little bit? You're not in a huge, big hurry to jump the broom and to get married and start having babies. It's no big, huge hurry for that. Learn yourself first. But with that said, I do have an issue with people coming in, and the only time that you want to comment on my videos, or interact with me at all, is when you want to disagree. Now, I am noticing that there are those people that are cropping up here, and I ain't got time. I'm just gonna let you know, I really don't have time to be going back and forth with you or dealing with the ignorance. So if it starts to become a thing, because here's one thing, there's one thing to have participation and interaction, but that negative, I do not deal with drama, and I don't deal with negative all the time. If you're negative all the time, I can't have you around me. And I'm like that way online and in real life. In real life, I don't deal with negative people. So I would not deal with negative people online either. And I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with you. I don't mind being corrected, but at the same time, if I see you and your name becomes synonymous with you always disagreeing, I'm going to take you to be an enemy. But at any rate, let me see what you guys are talking about down here in the chat. Hey, Gia Girl, what's going on? Gia Girl says that's what a lot of women do. They don't have a chance to know who they are until they're 60 or older. Yeah, and I get what you're saying there, because if you're getting married at a young age and you're going straight from mom and dad to answering to a husband, And then you're answering to your children. If you're 20 or so, when you first start that, like early 20s, I want to just say 21, well, you got 18 to 21 years to deal with your children. So you're going to be a hot early 40s by the time you're completely free to explore who you are. And then that's if your husband, isn't clingy, because I know a lot of women that still have to deal with the clinginess of their husbands even after their children have left the nest. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing at all, but before you get to a lifetime of people clinging on to you, at least give yourself a few years by yourself where you're being completely selfish and all into you. I would suggest that to anybody, and not just women, men too. Know yourself first. I left my glasses at home, y'all, so I got this stupid magnifying these magnifying glasses, and they magnify, but I can't keep them on to see the drive though. It magnifies the words, but as far as regular looking, yeah, I'm gonna take these off. Hell, this right here is like for the birds. I'm just not gonna be able to see the chat while I'm driving. But at any rate, I really don't even want to make this a long video, to be honest with you, because I really don't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about. Those are just a couple of things that I wanted to get off my chest this morning. I wanted to respond to that one person that commented on my videos, and I just wanted to give reference to the whole Samuel, um, to the Jason Black, and what's his name? Now I'm having a brain fart here. This is totally early in the morning for me. I ain't even hardly getting no sleep last night. Oh, what Gia Girl says here. She says another point is some women can't ever do that because they have to care for their grandkids in their 60s and beyond. You know what? I hadn't even thought about that aspect, but that's true. Because if you have children that's in their early 20s and their early 20s to 30s, and they're dropping grandbabies on you. So a woman's work is hardly ever done. And they're going to be bringing them grandbabies over to you, wanting you to babysit, because I'm going through that right now. Right now. Last night when I got off work, as a matter of fact, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. Here she come with my grandson. Mom, I want to go out. I'm ready to go out, because she's been in the house all day with him. And I don't mind giving her a break, but damn, these be some long days for me. I think yesterday was a 14-hour day, but I went on ahead and watched them anyway. Yeah, and that's another reason why I hardly can't even keep my eyes open. A lot of times I be on here talking to you guys because you guys do keep me sharp. So that's much appreciation to you guys. But I was up last night. My grandson didn't seem to want to go to sleep. So therefore, I didn't get to sleep until about 10 o'clock. Then I turned around and had to get up at 1 a.m. So you're absolutely right, Chia Girl. Woman's work is never done. We're like the Energizer Bunny. Just keep going and going and going and going and going. That's how I feel. I feel like I just got to keep going and going and going. The proverbial hamster wheel, if you will. But yeah, Jason Black and Kevin Samuels, that whole debacle was very interesting. And I'm kind of curious to see where this is going to go, if they're going to keep going back and forth with one another. My suggestion, if I were in either of their shoes, is really petty. the whole ideology concept of who started it first and all this type of stuff. To me, if Jason Black is going to be angry at Kevin Samuels, he should also be angry at people like Obsidian and what's that other guy's name? The little muscular guy, I forget his name, but he talks about high value men as well. There are a lot of black men on YouTube talking about high value. So I really don't know any reason why Jason Black would single out Kevin Samuels, except that Kevin Samuels is hot right now and he's really successful in his endeavors as far as making the high value term popular. He made it pop. So it sounds like somebody's jealous, like Miss J said. So we'll see. But at any rate, I'm gonna get on off of here and focus on this road. I'm gonna probably stop and get me a 5 hour energy or something like that. But I did want to check in this morning. This is very hella brief. I might jump back on a little bit later when I have a little bit more energy and my brain cells are working better. But at any rate, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm out.